everybody, welcome back to Konnur online classes. Okay, after a long time. Okay, so as we have completed the first chapter of 10th, today we will be starting the second chapter in biology. Okay, that is control and coordination. Now, what do you mean by this control and coordination? Right? Mother controls you at home, father controls you at home, teacher controls you in the class, right? Now, what do you mean by this control? This control is putting you with words and making you to do the work. That is control. But your body is also controlled, right? Your body is also controlled. And we are studying about the controlling of your body by the brain. That is why you are going to study how it is controlled. What are the systems that control your body? Okay. So that is why the word control refers to the controlling of your whole body. And coordination, how different organs work together to maintain your body. Let us start with a small example. Okay, you are walking through a lane, a dog runs behind to bite you, barking at you. Do you say, "Come Tommy, come, come"? No, what do? The moment you see the dog, you just start running. What is that? That is nothing but the eyes saw the dog running behind you. Okay, you got scared that the dog will bite you. So your eyes send a message to the brain that the dog is running behind you and I have to run. So the brain says, yes, you have to run. So the message is sent from the brain to the muscles of your legs. Your hands are not going to run. So the muscles which are going to run are the muscles which are present in your legs. So you start running. Right? So this controlling of your brain to the situation you are going to study about in this chapter. Now, what is that called? When you see the dog and you start running, that is called as stimuli. What is it called? Stimuli. In our day-to-day life, every moment we are responding to this stimuli. A bee comes near your ear. Okay, what do? Do you say, "Come, enter my ear"? No. The moment you feel the sound of the bee, your ears send a message to the brain. Something is there. Brain sends a message to your hand now, not your leg. That push it off with your hand. So the message is sent to the muscles in the hand and you push off the bee, right? So this is called as responding to stimuli. Stimuli is the humming of the bee, right? Your responding is you are moving it with your hand. So this is stimuli and response to stimuli. So let us first study the definition of stimuli. Stimuli is nothing but the changes in the environment. Changes in environment, it can be anything. As I said you, a dog running behind you, a bee humming near your ear, the moment you are walking on the road, rain, because of when it is raining. Do you say, some of you definitely enjoy the rain this way, but some, they get scared of getting wet and they start running. So that is the environmental change. Environmental change can be anything. Okay. So the changes in the environment to which organism. Here organism doesn't only refer to human beings. It refers to all the living organisms. It refers to all the living organisms. Respond and react are called stimuli. You might have seen during the midnight. Okay. You go to the kitchen. On the left, you will find the cockroaches hiding again somewhere, or do you find them coming near you saying, "Hi friend, how are you? Can you feed me?" No. The moment you put the light, they respond to the stimuli of light and they hide. Right? That is nothing but responding to the stimuli. So I hope the definition of stimuli is clear. Once again I will read it out. The changes in the environment to which the organisms respond are called as stimuli. Now this stimuli can be light. As I said, given the example of a cockroach, right? The moment they see the light, they just hide themselves. Okay? Heat. When you touch something hot unknowingly, do you say, "Ah, so hot"? No. Immediately you respond. You remove your hand from there. Okay? That is responding to the stimuli of heat. Sound. When you hear the barking of a dog, do you stand there and say, "Come Tommy"? No. When it is not your pet. Definitely when a street dog comes behind you, you run. Okay? Touch. As I said if you touch anything or something pricks your leg also, do you say, "Ah, what a nice pricking"? No. You move your leg. Okay? So these are the different types of stimuli. Now coming back to control and coordination. Now children, you your whole body is controlled by the brain, right? Now, this controlling takes place by two systems. There are two systems which control the whole body. The first system is the nervous system. I think in the previous classes you have been studying about nervous system. That your body is consisting of millions of nerves which are connected from the tip of your head to tip of your toe. The another one is endocrine system. Let's study in detail about this. Once again, controlling and coordination of your body takes place by two systems. First system is the nervous system and second system is the endocrine system. Now nervous system, it consists of nerves, as you all know, then spinal cord which is present here and the brain. So nervous system consists of nerves, spinal cord and brain. This controls. The another one is endocrine system. Endocrine system is linked with the hormones. Our body produces different types of hormones. Okay, different types of glands produce different types of hormones. Now, which glands produce which hormones we will be studying in the later part of the chapter. Just a gist about endocrine glands. And these hormones, what is the work of these hormones? They are nothing but they are chemical substances. Hormones are nothing but they are chemical substances which send the messages. That is why they are called as chemical messengers. Okay. Now let's shift to first let us study about the nervous system. Before starting with nervous system, how does this nervous system act? Okay. Before starting, first step of nervous system is receptors. Now what are these receptors? Children, it is little bit linked to stimuli. Okay. I take a needle and I just prick it here. When I am pricking, if I am pricking someone else, what do they immediately do? They remove their hand. They move their hand. Okay. Unknowingly, a hot iron is there. Okay. You touch it. The moment you touch, you remove your hand. What is that which is making you to remove your hand? No doubt, it is a stimulus. But the cells which are present on the surface of the skin, you call them as receptors. Receptors means receiving the message. I repeat, whatever stimulus you get, it can be a pick, it can be a pinch, it can be the heat, it can be the light, whatsoever. These messages or stimulus are received by particular cells which we call them as receptors. The meaning of receptors is receiving. Okay. So receptors are nothing but they are specialized tips. They are in the nervous system, they are specialized tips of some nerves that are located in sense organs. Now this is a very important point, children. Now what are the sense organs? I think in 6th standard you might have studied, right? That we human beings or animals, we are having 5 sense organs. What are those 5 sense organs? The 5 sense organs are eyes, which help us to see, ears, which help us to hear, the skin, which help us to feel the sensation of heat, of touch, right? Then tongue, which helps us to feel the taste of the food, whatever you eat, and the nose, which helps us to feel the smell, whether it is good or bad. So these 5 sense organs, once again I repeat, the 5 sense organs are skin, eyes, nose, ears, tongue. Okay, these are the 5 sense organs which are present in animals. And these 5 sense organs are having the specialized tips of the nerves which we call it as receptors. Receptors are again nothing but they receive the messages, right? Now let me explain you in detail about these receptors. So here I have put out or jotted down the sense organs. As I said, we are having 5 sense organs: ear, eyes, skin, nose and tongue. And each sense organ is having receptors, as I have said, but they are not having the same receptors. Each sense organ is having different receptors. Now let us study about them in detail. Ears, right? Ears are having the receptors named as phonoreceptors. Just I'll give you a clue or hint which you can remember. When you get a call on the mobile, you say it as a phone. Phone, you help it to receive, right? Ears and phone. So it can be phonoreceptors. The receptors or the cells which are receiving your sound is called as phonoreceptors. Now how do these phonoreceptors help? They help in hearing and maintaining body balance. As I said now I am facing you. If anything lizard comes back, right? Can I see the lizard? No. If a lion comes back and roars, right? Roars means what you call it? You cannot use the word screaming here. It roars actually. It roars. Will I stand and enjoy, or just hearing the roar I'll run? Definitely. I'll not even see that whether it is present or not. The moment I hear it, I start running. Okay. So these phonoreceptors help me to hear the sound, and these phonoreceptors pass the message to the brain that we are hearing a roaring of a lion. What should be done? Then the brain sends a message to the legs, run. Okay. So phonoreceptors helps you in running. Now sometimes you will be just talking to your friend. Someone comes from back and scares you. So what happens at the moment? You lose your balance, right? So phonoreceptors are also helpful in maintaining the body balance. So once again I repeat. Ears consist of receptors who are called as phonoreceptors, and their function is hearing and maintaining balance of the body. Children, these 5 receptors functions are very important from an examination point of view. Okay. It can be for 1 marks or it can be for 2 marks. Now let us move to the second sense organ, that is eyes. Okay, the eyes helps us to see the things, right? So now you use camera, right? Camera, what happens? Light comes and you click it, and because of this light, what you can see? Photo. Clue here. I'm talking about the eyes refers to photo. Ear, phone, eyes, photoreceptors. Now, in the daylight you can see the things. If I put you in a dark room, which is not having light, when the word dark is used, it refers to there is no light. Okay. If I put you in a dark room, can you see the things, children? No, you cannot see, because photoreceptors require light. Light refers to photo. Photo means not clicking, remember children. Photo refers to light. So light receptors there. So in the presence of light you can see the things. Do you think during the night you can see the things? If the light is not, or you can see the bulbs are not present. No, you cannot see. So light is required for seeing the things. So these photoreceptors receiving light helps in seeing the object or seeing the things. Now, snake doesn't make a noise, or it hisses, which you cannot hear. But the moment you see a snake, what do? You say, come, come, come. No, you again start running. So who is helping here? Who is helping here? The eyes are, photoreceptors are helping you to respond to the stimuli. Now next going to the skin. Skin is present throughout your body. Skin is present throughout your body. You prick here, you will feel the pain. You prick here, you will feel the pain. You prick to the leg, you will feel the pain. So this thermoreceptors, the receptors that are present in the skin are called as thermoreceptors, and they are present throughout the skin of your body. Okay, they are present throughout the skin of your body. Now it feels the temperature. Sometimes in the room, in the classroom you are sitting and you start sweating, right? So you feel that the temperature of your body is increasing, and immediately what you do? You go to on the fan, right? So that is, you are feeling the sensation of heat. Sometimes, as I said, the iron is hot and you touch it by mistake, right? So when you touch it, you feel the heat. The feeling of that heat is because of this thermoreceptors. So it feels the temperature. Temperature can be either hot or it can be either cold. Sometimes if I put a touch ice, immediately you move your hand. Okay? That is the sensation of cold. It is not always with hot also. So skin is consisting of receptors called thermoreceptors. It helps in feeling the temperature, whether it is hot or whether it is cold. The next one is the nose. Okay. Nose consists of a receptor called olfactory receptors, which is called as olfactory receptors. Now, since nose, it helps you to take the smell. Now, your smell can be of 2 types. One is just a smell and another is fragrance. Okay, when anybody applies scent and comes, you don't call it what a good smell. It is called as what a good fragrance stick. Okay, same stick, what you call it as agarbatti. That is also fragrance. If you are walking beside a gutter, okay, do you think what a fragrance? No, you say what a bad smell. Okay, so here it refers to the sense of smell. Smell can be good or it can be bad. You cannot say good smell and bad smell. It can be referred as fragrance and bad smell. Okay, so nose consists of receptors called olfactory receptors, and its function is to feel the sensation of smell. The last one is the tongue, right? When you go to Pani Puri, Golgappa shop, right? You say, make it a bit tikha, make it a bit sweet, right? Now, what does it make you to feel the sweet and spicy? It's the gustic receptors. Your tongue consists of taste buds, small cells which we call it as taste buds, and these taste buds are linked with gustatory receptors, which will give you the sensation of taste. If you eat the mirchi, chili, which you call it as spicy, you want water. If it is sweet, you enjoy it, right? So the taste of being spicy, the taste of being sweet, the taste of being what you can say bitter, hagalkai, what you call it, bitter gourd. The moment, do you like it eating it like that? No, you don't enjoy that because it is bitter in taste, what you call it as kahi in taste, right? So it will, this gustatory receptors will give you the sense of taste. So these 5 sense organs, their names of the receptors and their functions are, once again I repeat, very, very important. Welcome back again to Konnur's online classes. Okay, in the previous class we studied about receptors, the sense organs which are having the different receptors. Okay, as I said you, before the nervous system comes the first step, that is of receptors. Now let us study about the nervous system. One more question. I think in 9th standard we studied who is the structural and functional unit of life. It is cell. Now who is the structural and functional unit of nervous system? It is a neuron. Neuron refers to a single cell of nervous system, right? The single cell of nervous system is called as a neuron. Now first let us study about the diagram of a neuron. Remember children, diagram of neuron is very, very important, and most of the time it has occurred for 2 to 3 months. Okay, so diagram of neuron you need to practice at home. Now I will give you the best simple way to draw a neuron. First thing to draw the neuron is just give an outline structure of a sphere or a circle, right? Then in the middle, one more structure. Give it dotwise. Then draw it. Now, the outer layer, what we have given, a spherical structure, just to draw a U loops line with a gap between them. Okay. Not necessary it should be complete circle only. Just give it a spherical structure, a circular structure. Okay. At the end, you take one more loop and extend it down. Okay. One more loop and extend it down. Fine. Extend these also. And while drawing, please leave your hand loose. Not necessary you will put your whole stress on the strength on the pen. Okay. Now, color this nucleus, fill the shading. Whenever you draw diagrams, children, the diagrams should be so neat that the moment examiner watches your diagram, he should give you full marks. Okay. So be very neat in your diagrams. Then, whatever these things are there, just erase it. What the outer sketch you have given. Now, with a loose hand, just draw the branches like this. 2 to 3 branches are more than enough, right? Loose hand, just lift. No particular way that you have to draw it like this. With the dendrites, you can just give the branches. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, not issue. Just it's easy, but if you give 3, 1, 2, 3, just see to it that they are linked with each other. Okay. Right? Now, this line here, you need to draw the cells outside here. And these cells are elongated, a bit lengthwise. And at one side of the cell, you need to give a bulged point, okay, which can be alternate, and draw a point here. This refers to the nucleus of the cell. Same way down, no much living gap, just little bit of space. See to it that you draw alternate. 1 or 2 alternates are okay. Draw it till the end. Now at this point, just take the rectangles, right? Then bulging structures. Roughly you can draw, children. Right? It's very simple diagram. Very simple drawing. Just draw a circular, give the U shape. Okay? Draw the stem of it. Give the cells and draw the nerve endings. Now let us go to the labeling of it. These thread-like structures are called as dendrites. Children, whenever you are labeling, always I have been telling you, and now also I repeat, your diagram should always be with a sharp pencil. Always with a pencil, not with a pen. Sharp pencil. And whenever you are labeling the diagrams, please use the scale, give a straight line, and neatly write the labeling at one side. One labeling here, one labeling here, one labeling here. Please follow some rules which make your diagram look much better. Okay? So draw a straight line, and these thread-like structures are called as dendrites. They are called as dendrites. Obviously, this is the nucleus. Before that, this is called as the cell wall. This is the cell wall. This is the nucleus. This is stem, this one, which is hollow. This is called as axon. And the cells which are covering it. Now this is the axon. It is having a layer of cells which are covering it. They are called as myelin sheath. This covering is called as a myelin sheath. And this point with the end, they are called as nerve endings. Okay, so very easy diagram. Practice it, children. As I have said you, it is very important. Most of the times it has come in board exam for 2 to 3 marks. Already I have taught you in 9th standard also. Okay, now let us study about the function of each. Now the function of dendrites, right? The function of dendrites is to acquire the information. Acquire the information means taking the information, receiving the information. Then after receiving the information, now if it has received the information, after receiving the information, it passes to the cell body. From cell body, the information passes to the axon. Then it passes to the nerve endings, and from this nerve endings again it passes to the next neuron. Now let us study how this passing of messages in this neuron takes place. As I said you, dendrite, it helps in acquiring the information, that is, it takes the information. Now after taking the information from your children, right, first it receives the information. The moment the information comes here, chemical reactions takes place. What happens? Chemical reactions. The message comes in the form of chemicals, right? Now, because of these chemical reactions, these information is changed into electric impulse. You know what is electric, right? So the chemicals change the information into electric impulse at this point. Now when this message is passing from this to here, it is in the form of electric impulse, right? The moment it comes here, again this electric impulse is converted into chemicals. Very simple. Information is received in the form of chemicals. Then it changes into electric impulse. Again this electric impulse is converted into chemical form. So you need to remember this. Information received in form of chemicals. Conversion of chemical information into electric impulse takes place here, and it travels through, and when it comes to the nerve ending, again this electric impulse is converted into chemicals, right? So this is the basic thing of working of a neuron. Now let us study in depth of them. Already I have told you that neuron, a single cell of nervous system, consists of dendrites. This part is called as the cell body. This is the nucleus, and this hollow stem, what you call it is called as the axon. The axon is covered by a sheet of cell which are called as myelin sheath, and this nerve endings, these are called as nerve endings. Now let us study how the functioning of neuron takes place. The moment I pinch, as I said, now pinching is on skin. The pinching is on the skin. The moment I pinch, you feel the pain, children. That sense of pinching is felt by skin. Skin is having which receptors? Come on, answer, children. Hope, I guess it is correct. It is thermoreceptors. It is thermoreceptors. So the thermoreceptors will feel the message that something is paining, right? So now thermoreceptors, the receptors receive the message. The receptors receive the message, that is information acquired, receiving the message that something is pinching. Then it goes to this dendrite tip. The message goes to this dendrite tip, as I said, this dendrite tip. Now when the message comes from this messengers to this receptor, it is in chemical form. It is in a chemical form. Now this chemical reaction will create a electric impulse, right? Now this dendrite tip has received the chemical information, right? Now here chemical reaction takes place, and this chemical information is converted into electric impulse. Now this electric impulse travels through this dendrite and it goes to cell body. Now this is the cell body. The information comes here. It is in the form of electric impulse only. Now this electric impulse, I put it in the form of tau. It comes through the axon. Electric travels through the dendrite, comes to the cell body, and then it travels to axon. Now in this axon, when it is coming to the terminal point, right? Can you see this? This electric impulse still it is in the form of chemicals. Now when it comes, travels from the axon and comes to this point, what you call it as a nerve ending. Here this electric impulse is again converted back into chemicals because of chemical reactions. I'll put in the form of dash. These are chemicals. Now remember, children, your body is consisting of network. Network means one neuron is connected to another neuron, right? So here there is neuron connection of another dendrite, another cell. Okay. Fine. Now this electric impulse, what is here? When it is coming here, there is a gap. Can you see? There is a gap with this dendrite and the other nerve ending. This gap is called as synapse. Again, very, very important. What is synapse? Synapse is the gap between the nerve ending of one neuron and dendrite of another neuron. So the gap between the nerve ending and dendrite of another neuron is called as a synapse. Now the electric impulse which has travelled from dendrite to cell body to axon, axon to nerve ending. The moment it comes to nerve ending, the chemical reaction will take place. Again, this electric impulse is converted into chemicals. Again, the same process is followed. This chemical which are released here, when it comes in contact with dendrite, chemical reaction takes place. Again, it is converted into electric impulse. It travels to the cell body, axon. When it comes to nerve ending, again this electric impulse is converted into chemical and message passes to another neuron. So this is the functioning of a neuron. In the same way, if a thorn pricks in the leg, right? Can you see there is so much of distance between the brain and the leg, but message passes in seconds. The moment you prick it, immediately you lift your leg in fraction of seconds. Why is that? Because one nerve is connected to another nerve. So you are having the whole network, connections, we call it as a network, right? So the moment it pricks, when fractions of second the message is sent to brain and brain interrupts the message and passes the message to the legs. Lift your leg, right? So this is how the nervous system of your body reacts. If you are having any doubts regarding this, you can message me and WhatsApp or call me back so that I can clarify your doubts. Okay.